It'll be the reviewers that made these less than transparent reviews on the A1. They took their dollar, they took the company money, they took the company trip, they took the free gift, and they made dishonest reviews. And why do I call them dishonest? If you're not telling the entire story and you're leaving things out, then that's not honest, in my opinion. The argument could be made that, well, they didn't make up any lies, they didn't say anything that wasn't true, right? But if there's two facts and you only tell one, that's dishonest as far as I'm concerned. And I respected a lot of them. There's one of them there who I still do, because his review it wasn't as honest as I would have made a review, but because I would have made an honest review, I think Insta knew that, and I didn't get the opportunity. But one of them is this fella is well known for being honest, down to earth, and not BSing you. But he was the only one. The others can go themselves. Right. Doogie says, Robert, I think you're giving them too much credit. They are good at the normal drone editing, but they're just so much out of their comfort zone and experience of using 360. You're 2 years ahead. Doogie, thanks very much for saying that. And I agree with you. I am 2 years ahead of every other YouTube drone creator. Creator in the drone niche. I am 2 years ahead of them. I've been doing it for 2 years. That doesn't mean they don't know how to create a 360-degree video. It's maybe just it's not their thing. They don't want to produce videos like I do. So why even learn the process? But the problem is that they have been put up as experts on 360-degree videos from a drone and editing. And if they've been put up as experts and they actually don't know how to do what they're supposed to be expert in, then how can you take anything they say seriously? And that's a problem. And it's a problem because, and I've said it so many times tonight, this drone is 1,500 quid. You know what I mean? So you're gonna make a decision. Now, 1,500 quid might be nothing to you. To me, it's at the moment it's almost life changing, to be honest with you. But 1,500 quid might be nothing to them, right? But there'll be a lot of people hopefully watching this video when it turns into a video later, who 1,500 quid is a big deal to. And if you're relying on these guys as experts giving you the correct full information, and then you go and you purchase this thing and you realise that I must be doing something wrong, because my footage doesn't look as good as theirs. It's all a bit choppy and it doesn't look as good. And I can promise you now that for those of you who have bought the A1, congratulations, you've got a fantastic drone. You have. It is. It's a fantastic drone. I'd love to have one, just so that I could compare it with my setup, right? I'd love to do a comparison. And if any of you have one and you live within driving distance or train distance of me, let me know, and I'll come and meet you, and we'll do a wee comparison. That'd be very interesting. But I think it's a great drone. It has a lot of flaws, but it's still a great drone for what it is. And I'll come on to that when I come to point 5 about why it's a great drone for what it is. But anyway, if you're thinking about buying one, don't rely on these experts who are making reviews. Don't rely on them to help you with your decision, because they don't know what they're talking about. They're reading from a PR and marketing propaganda. Well, it's no propaganda. They've been given the marketing and they've been told what to speak about. And they may have been told, don't mention this, don't mention that. They may have. Or it may just be, here's what we want you to speak out, and here's what we want you to give the wow stuff, which is the goggles, being able to watch it later and hand it over to your kids so they can watch it. Most kids have got a Meta Quest these days. They cannot. You can all do it. You don't. You don't need the A1 to be able to do that. So don't rely on the experts. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you. The honest, full truth here. Right? It's up to you whether you buy one or not. But I'm just telling you. I know much more than these guys because I've been doing it for 2 years and they haven't done it at all. Right, so there you go. I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but in this case, because it may affect 1,500 quid in your wallet, I am blowing my own trumpet, and I'm telling you that I am the expert here. Those guys don't know what they're talking about, and they're trying to sell you a fantasy, something that isn't real. Okay? You want to buy it, I'll be talking about 0.5 what you're going to be getting and the good thing that you're going to be getting, the great thing that you'll be getting with an A1. And I want to be really clear about this. I think I have been, but understand how clear I want to be. The Antigravity A1 is a terrific drone, right? It's sub 250. And in the UK, that's a shame because we don't need to be flying sub 250 drones anymore. Come January, excuse me. We hear in my throat there. Come January, we'll be able to fly bigger drones. However, it's a sub 250 drone. The drawbacks there are, we know they're not as stable in the wind as bigger drones. They don't fly as well as heavier drones. If you don't know that, trust me, Mini 2, Mini 3 Pro, DJI FPV, Mavic 3, and about a dozen Chinese variations that are all different weights. I've flown them all. And the heavier the drone, the more stable in the wind it is, and the easier to fly it is, the better it is to fly. And that's why I almost exclusively only fly my Mavic 3 now, right? But the Antigravity one is despite the weight, it's a terrific drone, right? But here's who it's for. It's not for who they are trying to sell it to. It's not for you if you are a video producer. If you want to create and produce videos to put up in social media, this drone is not for you. There are much, much better drones and cameras on the market. You probably have them in your case that will get you better results. So it's not for you. Who it is for the guy or girl who wants to go out and fly in a drone. Be in it and experience that flying. And trust me, I don't do it as often because I don't have time, but I love flying my FPV with the goggles. It's absolutely out of this world. It's a fantastic experience. I have produced some FPV videos, but not many because they don't look all that good compared to scenic videos, in my opinion. And I prefer producing scenic videos. So I haven't produced many videos, but it's the flying experience. Nothing beats it. Being in that drone when you're flying. And the Antigrav A1 gives you that in spades. So if you want a drone because you want to experience flying, get that A1. It's perfect. Not only is it perfect, it's the best drone in the world for that, bar none, until the DJI Avata 360 comes out. And then that's probably going to top it because the drone will be better. And at that point, the camera doesn't matter. If you're buying it for the only reason that makes sense to buy the anti-grav drone, and that is to be in that cockpit and get that flying experience, then this is the best drone in the world for that, bar none. Until the DJI drone comes out, because I think the DJI drone will be better. The camera won't be as good, but if you're after the experience of flying and being in that drone, then the camera doesn't matter. So that's who this drone is for. Okay? If you're getting it with the intention of editing videos, posting them up, you're making a huge £1,500 error, because you can already do better than that with equipment that you have, or equipment that you can buy much cheaper, and you can make it much better. Okay, so that's who this drone is for and who it's not for. The other good thing about it is that you can pass the goggles on later on. You can give the goggles to someone else and say, look, this is where I was today, have a look around about here, which is great for supposing you have someone who's maybe elderly and says, oh, I'd love to go down the coast with you, son. I used to walk there when I was younger. I used to hike and I loved that. That was my life and I really miss it. You can go out there with these, you film all of that, go back and say, if it's your papa, for example, say, Papa, here, put these on and give him that experience again. You can do that with the A1 anti-grav drone and the goggles. But you can do that with a Meta Quest 3 and a Mavic 3 Air 3S, Mini 3 Pro, and an Insta 360 camera attached to it. Okay? But being in that drone and looking all round about you can only be done with anti-grav. So that's who it's for. It's for you. And that's why I toyed with the idea. I couldn't afford it in the end, but when I thought I could afford it, I still thought about getting it. Not for the filming aspect, because I know that what I can produce is much better than anyone could ever produce on an anti-grav. But I thought, it'd be great to be up there, having a look all round about me when I'm in there. How much more like Maverick would you feel being able to look as the planes fly past you? Or the seagulls, as the seagulls shoot by you, how much better it'd be to actually look back and see them. It'd be fantastic. So there is a place for the anti-grav drone, but it's not the place that they're marketing it towards, and it's not the place that the reviewers are telling you it is. They're aiming, all of the marketing and all the reviews are aimed at film editors. Here's how you reframe it. Here's how you can make it look here and make it look there. Doesn't matter where the drone points, and it can only fly straight, by the way. It can't fly sideways or backwards. It can only fly forwards. But it doesn't matter, because later on you can make it look back and look up and look down. They're aiming it at people who want to create videos, and that's the wrong. It's not for you. Okay.